Welcome to 30-Second Chances, where we ask deep, contemplative questions and provide far too little time to formulate thoughtful, reflective answers. My guest today is Jason Davies of 11 Dimensions Media. Jason, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Daniel?
Oh, I'm doing better all the time. Thanks for asking. All
That's
right,
awesome.
you know the drill, 30 seconds on the clock, and then on to the next question. Are
Yeah,
you ready?
I guess.
All right, question number one is an easy one. Describe your job to a 5-year-old.
Describe my job to a 5-year-old. I'm a musician who works with the tools that musicians use to create their music. And I help other manufacturers get their products out to musicians so that they can use them and make great music with it, or not so great, depending on your taste.
You did okay, except for that one big word in there, manufacturers.
Oh, companies that make products that
Never
musicians
mind.
can
All
use.
good. Next question. What's the strangest thing you believed as a small child?
Santa Claus.
Nothing strange about Santa Claus. Everyone believes
Well,
in Santa. You
well,
find
it's
him in
kind of,
every mall.
yeah. It was a weird belief system. I mean, what else? I don't know. Tooth Fairy. Various myths.
That's so tame.
Bigfoot.
I was hoping for
Loch
like
Ness
monsters under
Monster.
the bed or something, or I mean.
Yeah, I guess I did. I was sometimes concerned with monsters under the
Okay, next question.
bed.
What skill do you use in your work that you never expected would come in handy?
That's interesting. Boy, politics. I actually double majored in politics and environmental studies, and I didn't pursue that as a career. I've been in the music technology industry for decades. But it did teach me a lot about dealing with people and strategic planning and diplomacy and
Next question. Tell me about the most unusual job or gig you've ever had.
the most unusual job or gig I've had. I mean, God, it's so relative, but to a lot of people, I would say the job that I have now is unusual. I mean, it's my own business, and I work with a variety of interesting, creative people. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, you wanted something funny, I guess. So
No, I was looking for something unusual, but apparently your everyday life is unusual.
my everyday life is unusual.
All right, next question. What's the first piece of gear you bought where you felt like shit got real?
First piece of gear I got where shit got real, I would think it would have to be my Fostex X15, which was a first affordable 4-track. It went for about 495 bucks.
Ooh.
And it used a cassette tape. It used both sides. And so you flip it over, you could record a guitar and then flip it back, and it would be backwards. You could do the backwards effect.
Ooh.
And I wrote my first song on that 4-track, actually.
Yes, but did you write it backwards? Next question. Tell me about a memorable prank you've pulled or been on the receiving end of.
Memorable prank. Wow, I didn't really do a lot of pranks, but snipe hunting, I guess. Do you ever know snipe hunting?
No.
I need more than 30 seconds to describe it, but it's like a wild goose chase that Boy Scouts take you out on, in my experience. They tell you you're hunting some animal, a snipe or something, and it's basically they lead you into these trails into the dark, and they don't give you a flashlight. So anyway, sorry I didn't put that in, but snipe hunting is, look it up.
That's pretty weird. All right, next question. You've just woken up as a fictitious superhero with a completely pointless or semi-useless superpower. Who are you, and what does your costume look like?
Oh, Jesus.
You heard that, folks. He wants to be Jesus.
Superhero. I'll just be conservation man, and I will exhale less so I can combat climate change. So less CO2. I don't know.
Wow. That's pretty out there.
Well, I haven't
Okay.
had my LSD yet, so.
There you go. There's the superpower. Okay. Conversation for another time.
Okay.
That concludes our regularly scheduled questions. I'm now going to put 30 seconds more on the clock and allow you to either answer for me a question you wish I had asked you, shamelessly plug something, pontificate on life in general, ask me a question, anything you want, 30 seconds. It's all yours. Go.
What superhero would you be?
I think I would be remote control man.
Okay.
So that when I walk into some of these, sometimes you go into let's say a sports bar or something, right?
Yep.
And you're having a conversation with somebody, but you know that they're looking at the TV like over your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to be able to just point my finger and turn that TV off.
Oh, nice.
Something like that. I don't know. I had one guy that wanted to be can opener man. Okay, so I'm thinking, little torch key on his chest and stuff like that. Big cape.
Okay.
Whatever works, man.
Awesome.
Jason Davies, thank you for being our guest. It has been quite amusing.
Well, I don't know. Well, hopefully someone will be amused by it. But if I had to do it over again, I'd probably rethink the superhero question. You got me on that one. And maybe I'd plug myself more.
Yes, well, that's another thing. But, you'd have to be a marketing guy to do that or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.